I wanna be different, I wanna be changed, till all of me is gone, and all that remains is a fire so bright the whole world can see that there's something different. So come and be different in me.
Well, hello everyone, it's LaTanya Nixon with Different Changed. Hello. Oh my goodness, it's been a couple of months since I have posted on my channel, and that has been because part of my team was out taking care of some wonderful personal situations, and so yeah, that took precedent over doing the videos, but I am so happy to be back. So this is the end of August 2021, and I have so much to share with you that happened over the summertime. My trip to Indianapolis, my trip to Williamsburg, my trip to Charlotte. Just a lot of great things happened this summer, and you know, some things have been introduced and some things have changed, and it's just been a really great summer for me, for sure. And so I am so happy to be able to come back and reunite with you guys in this post-cancer life that I'm in right now. And I've had the pleasure of being a part of a cancer survivor cancer survivor group that we meet twice a month, and it's been such a joy. And so lots of great things have happened, and I just want to encourage you to stay tuned as I bring you up to speed with my life again from the summer of 2021, and all of my great excursions and all of the time that I got to spend with very treasured friends and family. So stay tuned, and I look forward to bringing you along my journey from the summer of 2021 and continuing on through the fall as I engage you in my life. And so thanks so much. Be different and remain changed. Well, good morning everyone. It's LaTanya Nixon with Different and Changed. So I am actually headed to work, and I wanted to share just something that I thought would be helpful. Recently, I was with some friends, and we got to talking about different times in our careers or personal life where our integrity may have been challenged, meaning that someone accused you of something that wasn't true, and it was such an exaggerated situation, and it was so intentionally designed to be a bit of character assassination or something like that, and people believed it, and it was devastating because your character denotes honesty, denotes transparency, you know, whatever you're most known for, whatever you're most proud of about your personality and your way of doing things. And so, you know, the question was, what do you do in those instances where your integrity is being challenged? And I thought about that. I thought, wow, you know, there certainly has been times in my life when people assumed things about me, and they didn't know me very well, and so they assumed this, that, or the fourth, and they went about their business, you know, talking about me to other people. That happens to everybody. That's nothing new at all. But I do remember, though, how that made me feel. Like, that's not me at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an honest person. I'm a very honest person, sometimes brutally honest. And so if someone questions that honesty, or they question my intentions, to me that's even worse. If something happens, a behavior occurs, and it's misconstrued or misunderstood, and then people start attaching that behavior to your intention, and that wasn't your intention at all. You may have done something, but it honestly wasn't your intention at all. So all of that said, what do you do when someone questions your integrity? Let's begin to think about that. Like I said, I thought about it different times when I was misunderstood, or my character was taking a hit. And so I wanted to share. I'm sorry about the camera, guys. Sorry, let me get that right. There we go. Sorry about that. I wanted to share some practical tips with you that may help you deal with something like that, if in fact something like that happens. I'm sorry, guys. Let me close this window. There we go. If in fact something like that happens to you, this is what you do. You think about the accusation. You think about the way it's been spread, and you search yourself to determine whether or not what they said was true or what they said was false. Okay? If you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that what they said was false, and it's something that is jeopardizing a relationship that you have, or jeopardizing your career, or something like that, then you try to get to the source of that. And you always completely deny it. You deny that completely. So that is not true. That is not who I am. That is not true. Okay? So in that instance, you make sure you do that. Now, if it's just gossipy stuff, like workplace gossip where none of it really amounts to anything, that's one thing. But when it is jeopardizing a relationship or jeopardizing your career overall, then yeah, you try to get to the heart of that. You try to get to the heart of that. But always deny that if you know for certain that it's not true. Secondly, you guard your heart. What do I mean by guard your heart? Well, you don't allow anybody to get you so off and so upset and so disgruntled and so angry that you come out of character and you make a public spectacle of yourself. Don't you ever do that. You always keep your composure, and you guard your heart. You don't allow anybody to change your heart toward people in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't become that bitter person that was done wrong, and now every time you're around that person, they're negative, or they have nothing good to say and all that other stuff, and you just become this person that you don't know and don't like. Don't allow people to have that kind of power over you. Do not guard. I'm telling you what I know. Guard your heart. Don't let people change who you are because they hurt you, or they disappointed you, or they misunderstood you. Don't let them do it. Don't let them do it, because at the end of the day, you've got to live with you, right? You've got to live with you, and you got to like who you live with and appreciate who you are as a person. All right? always just deny it. Just say that's absolutely not the case at all. Okay? And you guard your heart. You do not let people change who you are and get you so angry and so hurt and so disappointed that you come out of character and you are different than what you want to be because somebody else did something to you. Don't do it. Don't allow it to happen. Second scenario. Something that they said was true. It happened. You made a mistake. You lost sight of yourself for a minute, and you did something that was out of character. That was just not who you are regularly. A set of circumstances changed who you are, have changed your behavior for a minute, and you lost yourself for a second, and you did something that was incorrect, or you did something that was out of who you are. Admit it and apologize. And that can be very hard, but admit it. Admit what you did and apologize, and just say, you know what, that is not who I am regularly, and I apologize for the fact that that happened. That will never happen again, and I'm just sorry. Please forgive me. And then you let it go. You know what I'm saying? Because people are human beings. They make mistakes. They make moral mistakes. They make financial mistakes. They make relationship mistakes. People make mistakes. We're human beings. We cannot always be perfect and always completely true to what's right and what's right and what's wrong. Sometimes we make mistakes. We're human beings. And you have to own up to that mistake. And like I said, apologize for it and then let it go. Let it go. Don't let that thing ride you, and don't let people ride you with their opinions about what you did. You know, and don't discuss it anymore. That's when I say let it go. I mean, don't discuss it anymore. Don't keep bringing it up like, girl, God, I can't believe I did that, child. I'm sorry. Once you say you're sorry and you mean that you're sorry, then be sorry and let it go. Now, if you do, if whatever you did really destroyed something that you want to salvage, then you go about the business of trying to build that back up. If that's a relationship or whatever, and you are really interested in that thing being rectified and reconciled, then you go about the business of doing what you're supposed to do to reconcile the situation, to get it straight, to get it right, to rebuild. If in fact that again is a relationship that you desire to rebuild or hold on to. But you got to apologize. You got to admit it, apologize, mean that apology, work on getting it right and moving forward and letting it go. Don't let stuff ride on you forever. There's only one perfect entity, and that is Jesus Christ. Nobody else gets to have that role of perfection. Okay? So I just wanted to share that with you because it was a very interesting conversation I was having with my friends, and there were different opinions and thoughts, and I just was beginning to think it through, like, what do you do when your integrity is questioned or your character is being assassinated or whatever? What do you do? Okay? And so I just gave you some tidbits of what to do if it's true and what to do if it's not true. But either way, just know that life is choice driven. We live and die by the choices we make, and life is very short. It is very short. So where all that lies within you to be truthful and all that lies within you to do the right things, do those things. All right? Stay true to your character, because once you start making mistakes with your character, making mistakes with judgments and decisions that put you in a poor light, it's real difficult to come back from it, because people are so cruel and they remember and they throw stuff in your face all the time and stuff like that. And so just try to always do the right thing. And again, if you to your teams or whatever's going on. Get the record straight on it and move on. Okay, and just live life the best you can and do the right thing as often as you can. It'd be great if that was 110% of the time, but again, we're not perfect human beings. We're going to make mistakes. All right, I hope that this was helpful. I hope that every conversation that we share, that you get something from it, and it makes you become different and allows you to stay changed as a result of hearing something that motivated you to be different or motivated you to change. Okay, so again, thanks so much for tuning in, and as I always say, please be different and remain changed. Take care.